I'm Jason Sentney, and this is Working for Wyoming. In this episode of Working for Wyoming, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the current Congress and the floor of the Senate. Currently, they're trying to do away with due process. Now, under the Constitution, we have a right to due process whenever we're accused of any crime. Now, in regards to gun control, basically what they're trying to do is state that there will be a 72-hour hold on individuals trying to get a weapon if they're on a terrorist watch list or even a no-fly list. Now, there have been a lot of mistakes over the years where people have been put on these lists with no real regard to what's going on in their life or no actual investigation. Now, with this 72-hour hold, basically what's going to happen is the prosecutor's going to go in front of the judge and tell him, okay, this individual has basically been denied gun rights under whatever watch list. And that judge, without being able to defend that person's self, will be basically decide that that person can or can't buy a gun. Now, under the Constitution, if we're put on one of those lists or denied something under the law, we have a right to defend ourselves. And these individuals aren't going to be allowed to. Now, I understand terrorists are pretty scary. And this individual with the Orlando shooting was under investigation for a while. He was talked to by the FBI twice. With an individual like that, more than likely he would have been denied his gun rights, but it shows that there's an ongoing investigation, a direct investigation. He's not just being accused without anybody working on it, like they are trying to do with many people across this nation. We've also seen high-level officials in not only the FBI, the NSA, and Homeland Security talk about veterans and how many veterans are coming home with PTSD, and those individuals would like to stick all of those veterans on those lists. Now, you can't tell me that it's right to put somebody in that system and stop them from possessing a firearm just because you say they have PTSD without proper investigation or without properly going through anything. If they've stood up for this country, you need to stand up for them, and you need a representative that's going to stand up for those individuals and fight for those individuals. And that's why I believe I'm the best suited candidate to go to Washington and not only fight for you, your gun rights, but also fight for those veterans who they tend to deem possible domestic terrorists at times. That's just ridiculous. Those people put their lives on the line. They put everything on the line. They put their family lives on the line, and they decided to sacrifice themselves for your freedom if need be. Now, in this part of the video, it's where I answer a viewer's question about anything that concerns you. Recently, Tiffany from Riverton asked, Jason, I understand you have a busy schedule, but why haven't you been to Fremont County more often? Well, Tiffany, I understand that I need to get out to more places, but here's the situation. I'm one of the few candidates in this race working over 49 hours a week, sometimes more than that, just to make the overtime so I can pay for the 95% of the campaign that I'm currently paying for. So I currently have to work campaign stops around my work schedule. It doesn't mean I'm not going to get to Riverton. Actually, I'm scheduled to be in Riverton July 8th, 9th, and on the 11th. So I hope you reach out to me and I could come visit you and talk to you about my position on the issues. Being a full-time worker, working for the Department of Corrections, and being a full-time candidate basically is having two full-time jobs. I currently spend 100 to 120 hours a week working on both. I will get to everyone's community in the state. It just takes some time and working around that schedule, because I can't very well quit my day job like some of these other candidates or put everything else on hold. You are important to me, and representing you would be a great thing in Washington, but understand, I am a working class candidate and I still work for a living, but I will be there in your community and you will have the opportunity to talk to me. Tiffany, I hope that answered your question. If anyone else has any questions out there, you can send those to me on sentneyforwyoming.org. God bless the great state of Wyoming. God bless all of you, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you for your time, and look forward to speaking with you next week. Thank you.